So when we look at something from the outside, there's a number of ways that it can be taken also to the outside, because that's what we're in reference to. When I look at a plate of food, I can also take it into my stomach. And yeah, that's inside of my skin, but it's outside of my nervous system. When I see someone in need, for example, outside in the street, I can take them inside my home, but I can't take them inside my blood, no matter how much I try to love them. When I'm at work, for example, I'm working on something, doing my very best, and I'm just bombarded by my boss, constantly trying to give me stress to get more and more and more out of it. And, I can take that experience into, like whether I'm going to stay there or something like that, but I can't take it into my continuity at that time. It disturbs my presence, not expands. No matter what I try to do, it's never an eternal expression when it's on the outside. When I take something into my home, for example, I need to go to work in order to maintain that house, my ownership, my mortgage, my rent. So therefore, I go to work, for example. And if that person, the one that I was referring to earlier, who I took in from the street, ends up eating all my food, running up my heating bill, watching my Sky pay-per-view, I need to work more and more and more, to establish more and more trade, to get more and more transaction in order to stabilize the effect that I'm bringing into my time and space. Because everything on the outer is just that, time and space. And no matter what we try and do in this nature that surrounds us, we're always going to be reflecting into this kind of disturbance, in a way, when we base it as mine. When we look at it from only the direction of what I am. Like this, we're always carrying one thing or the other from one to the other. That's kind of how they were created. But in this constant and perpetual experience of time and space, space and time, we're constantly being held into this relationship where we're being faced by how our balance expresses through them. Now, when it comes to pranayama, we really have to go beyond that, because that's exactly what prana is. Pranayama refers to the life force dimension, not just the life force expression. Pranayama is the practice of the complete life expressed as purely that. Meaning, pranayama also includes the inner, not just the other, not just what we perceive. So how to work then in the dimension of practice with something that is, in a way, indescribable? There is a way, and it's a very simple way, but it is still a thing that can't be chosen. It is a language in order you have to become to speak. It's a science you have to know in order to express. It's the complete expression, stillness and silence. But there are steps towards this, because stillness and silence are not restrictions. They're not borders or limits on your self-expression. They're in fact the true transformation of your inner self condition. We think of space as silent. We think of time as that. But whenever we are experiencing space or interacting with time, we're always putting a language to it, a sound, a vibration, a difference. Space is truly expansive. Have we ever found the limit yet of where space goes? Has anybody ever touched the edge of the universe and felt a limit? Have we run out of time? Has anybody actually run out of time? I mean, even if you run, can you ever even get into time? Time is just eternal. Space is also that. When you really look at the nature of these two incredible dimensions, you're faced with the infinite. Yet we still try to measure, yet we still try to relate, which is beautiful. But also, we have to understand, when approaching such magnificence, the real truth of their splendor. So as these two dimensions are truly that, what in the only form we have can we reflect that? This is truly expressive stillness and silence. This is a true pranayama practice. Life is as real as you can silently feel it. Yoga is as powerful as the space through which you set it free. Know the self, better your world, celebrate the life. Please follow the link in the upcoming pranayama course this weekend. All of this and so much more is going to be shared with you, but you need to be involved in order for it to happen. So I've expressed to you some interesting and beautiful angles here just to try and show you some of the taste of what is coming. And if any of you want to book for this course, please, as I say, the link, the details, all of that shiznackle is downstairs. But anyone then who then writes in the comment that they have booked the course and that they're going, I'll be happy to take them through some Q&A online on a one-on-one session for free and just bring them up to date with any questions that might be more personal to their practice and their approach to pranayama. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's great to hear you listening, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Thank you so much. Love now.